What's up, Clay?
Howdy, Chad.
Hey, man. Been a while.
It's been a while.
Been a minute.
God, we're
a
back.
hot minute.
Whew.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty busy weekend, huh?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, actually, I already messed it up.
Oh, we're...
Nope.
Yeah.
It's not
we
Monday,
did.
man.
It's not.
It's
We
not
forgot
even
to change
Monday.
that.
Who are you doing? See, you
Redo.
just go like this and just disappears. Wow. Cool.
Just new music. Yeah.
Just new
Every
music
day.
every day. All day, every
I don't
day.
have any new music.
Dude.
Actually, I do, but I don't know a lot about them yet. I just could I'll just say the name of the band. That'd be about all I know.
Yeah, we can. I mean, yeah.
But you go ahead. You can tell us yours.
I'll do my first three, just kind of typical thing. So new music, Royal Blood.
Oh,
Yeah. So I was been listening, and it just, gosh, I listen to so much music. I get kind of drowned out where I'm like, what's good, what's bad. So I just been kind of doing stuff that I've been liking, but it's new music. So Royal Blood, Pull Me Through is their new single. Or not new single, it's oh my goodness. Where am I at? I think it's off their last album. Yeah, Back to the Water. But anyways, give it a look. Pull Me Through. Royal Blood. It's if you know Royal Blood, they're kind of heavy. So it's just a bass player and a drummer. But he uses an octave pedal. So it sounds like a guitar.
Oh, okay.
So you know the Lights Out song? With all the lights out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's them. That's on bass, which is, it's pretty sweet to watch them live. And well, I haven't seen them live. I watched a video.
Yeah.
But good band. Check them out. I think it's good. I've been more in an indie rock kind of mood lately. The next one, I don't know how to say this guy's name. Don't know how to say it. It's Bakar, I think. Bakar. I couldn't see a pronunciation.
I'm not sure. I've never even.
So he's from the UK. Yeah, he's a British singer, but he's indie rock. He kind of uses
Is that him?
that's just the album on there. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
The picture on here. So it's here, let me go back. It doesn't have images. But anyways, it says that he's Yemenian Tanzanian or something. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but
So
he's British.
Is that Yemen? Yemeni? A Yemeni?
Yeah, I guess that's how you say it. I've never seen. I don't know. Then why is he British? I have no idea. Relatively new to me. He's been around. I think it's 2018 or 2017 is really when 2015.
He cut samples in 2015.
Yeah,
but released his first single in 2018. It looks like.
But I've been listening to him. It's good. It's just it's indie rock, but it's just kind of it keeps looping. It's it's a little bit kind of hip hop-ish, but just chill vibes from it.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I'm starting to like this guy a lot. But he's got a new single, and his is Right Here For Now. And it kind of reminds me of my old lady, but it's just a good one. Just good little my old lady. But give it a look. Bakar, Right Here For Now. And then the next one. Have you heard of these guys?
Yeah.
Glorious Sons?
Yeah, you actually introduced them to me, introduced their music to me about a year ago. Hang on. I don't know. I think oh no, I have it on my Spotify, not on my Apple Music.
Yeah, so this is these are fresh. These are the Royal Blood ones from the beginning, the first, basically 4 days.
Oh, okay.
But theirs is, they're single, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of weird how they do it now. It's not always they'll just release a single. They won't always just do the whole album. So it's are you going to just release a single? Or is there ever going to be an album? Or, so I think, I'm pretty sure Glorious Sons will probably have an album because they're pretty kind of old school a little bit.
Yeah, I feel a lot of artists are doing that now where they'll release an EP and then it's 1 or 2 or 3 songs, but then they release like a 16 song album.
Yeah.
And those songs are on it, and then it'll be like the acoustic version is the other like that's 6 of
Yeah.
the songs on the 16, and I'm like, well, I already heard these.
Yeah.
And it almost makes me not even want to listen to the rest of the music.
Exactly. Like
Because I'm just so bored of it already. Like I've heard it so much. Like when Morgan Wallen did the Dangerous album, the double album, he had already released like several of those songs, and I was just like, eh.
Well, yeah, you're like, why? I guess these are the best ones you like, so why would I even listen to the rest?
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I get where they're coming from because people's attention span's so short. So I guess you want to put it as like a single, but me as an old school, like I want to look at the album art. I want to like,
I like what Tyler
kinda-
Childers is doing with this new Rustin' in the Rain album, where he released that one song, and then he has like on Apple Music, they're not titled. It's just like track 1, 2, 3, like they're just numbers. He has no name, no title, nothing like that.
I do like that. Mysterious.
But like, so Morgan Wallen did the same thing with the Dangerous album, but he put the names of them on there, so you could actually see what the songs were going to be. Which I like that too, because like I check Apple Music almost every day now. Like, oh, is Tyler? Because I don't know when he's releasing the rest of that. Actually, I think it's this Friday.
See, it's like
I think Tyler Childers releases the rest of that album on Friday.
See, it's It's working though. It's got y'all. You're like,
well, yeah, man. I like Tyler
what's going
Childers,
on?
so
I'm
I'm ready
too.
for it.
I wish I was in his band.
Well, I don't know. I can only listen to the same music so much. I'm ready for something new. I'm getting into other genres like, Slayer and Rage Against the Machine and like Strawberry Girls. Like I've been listening to them, but
Strawberry Girls, dude. Yeah, I'm so happy.
I didn't know they
listen to
actually
Strawberry
sang.
Girls.
There's actually a couple songs on the
Like their older.
Tasmanian Glow album where they actually sing.
Yeah.
Well, one of them is a get, like they have someone on the song with them, but no, that band I was talking about, and they may have been, I don't know how long these guys have been around, but they're called the Red Clay Strays.
Red Clay Strays.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. So
I like
it's
that a lot.
real old school. Like the guy plays a semi-hollow body, the lead guy that sings, and it's just, you can kind of like Tyler Childers' band,
Yeah,
where you can just tell they're like like they want to be
just
back
simple.
in the day.
Yeah, just have a bunch of people up there and just keep it simple. though.
And I found them on TikTok. I guess they're releasing a new song sometime soon, and it was like the sample for it. And I was like, oh, I gotta find this song. So I started looking for it. Obviously, I found all their other, and see, they haven't released an album yet. Actually, I don't think it's all like just one song.
Yeah, like
like
those
EPs
singles
or whatever.
those singles.
So like 2019 is the earliest one I found on Apple Music, but they could just, I don't even know what genre they'd be in, dude.
Red Clay Strays.
Yep.
Okay. Check those out. I gotta check them out. See, that's what I like about it. But yeah, we've been on a little hiatus. Been busy as heck, like
Yeah.
usual.
Actually, just needed a break more than anything.
Oh my gosh, yes. Because scheduling, just practice. I didn't practice hardly enough. Especially, I realized that this weekend. So we were at Bear Bottom Resort in Lake of the Ozarks, and love being there. We played Saturday and Sunday night. Kicked ass Saturday night. Was a great time. This was the first time we had oh my gosh, he's got 2 first names. I forgot it already. James. Oh my gosh, I messed it up.
From here?
No, there's a country.
Oh.
It's a country band that played after us,
Oh,
and
look it up.
oh boy, that's so bad. He had 2 first names, and I remember us trying to change. We're like, you can make that name probably better, and I came up with Charlie James, but I don't think it was Charles. Charles James, James Willis James,
Jimmy Charles.
Jimmy Charles. Yeah. See, they were kick ass.
Damn,
though.
he played after the fireworks?
Yeah.
He shut it down.
Yeah. So, that was the first night. And, nothing against him, like his country, but we're a little bit more upbeat and you get people excited. So sometimes it's it kind of kills it. These guys came out and kicked ass. They had a fiddle player.
Oh, dude, he's verified.
Oh, he's good. Oh, they're good, dude. They're good. I didn't look them up before, and they are good. Check them out. Wait, say it again.
He's verified.
You know, like yeah, he was like in Nashville. They were talking
Yeah.
about being like he says like, you know, you get no breaks. You know, you can't take breaks up in Nashville. You play 4-hour sets and you go, because as soon as you take a break, people are going to the next bar. They're going to the next guy. Like me, you know, they hear another song. See you later.
Right.
So like you got to keep their attention. You got to, you know, grab them by the balls and rock them. And they did that, dude. I was
cool.
very impressed. Like I talked to the drummer because he was using Casey's kit, and he just flew in. He's like, I got 2 hours of sleep. He like flew in from Baltimore. He's from like the Baltimore area, and I was like,
nice.
no shit. So we were talking about that and kind of got a little connection. So I was like, you're a hired gun, huh? He's like, it's like, I guess. Like, but he was really good. The fiddle player though, man, everybody was very good in the band, but the fiddle player,
Damn.
that's all I really want is when I see like a fiddle, I just want that dude just to rip on it
Yeah.
like Charlie Daniels and just like kick, dude.
I want to see it catch on fire.
It caught on fire. It caught on fire. I literally came up and fist bumped him like after like the second song, and I was like, "Thank you so much." I was like, "This is exactly what I wanted you to do,"
That guy you're
and you
talking
killed
about
it.
played with Low Cash like a week ago.
Yeah,
That's
Dude.
wild.
dude. Yeah, they were. I'm telling you, they were good. But like, I really enjoyed it because, you know, country's not my super favorite, but like, you know, you can kick ass with country, dude. You can come out and you can rock people with it, you know.
Right.
And they were playing slide. They played a lot of slide songs. They were good. They were good. Definitely, we're in Nashville. Definitely kicking butt.
Hell yeah.
Check them out. But I was worried for a second. I'm like, man, I was like, how's their set gonna be? You know, like, are people gonna be like, huh? Nope, they killed it. Did great. So Dan was sick though. He got sick from old Dakota. And his voice went out, dude. So we kind of, you know, we didn't have Dan 2 weekends ago, so we kind of had a precursor for it, so we were feeling okay about it. But once he finally started singing, you know, his voice was gone. He could not project at all. He couldn't talk, you know, really. So we kind of had a panic for a minute, and Casey freaking Earhart, baby, saved the day. Casey just stepped up because, like, I can't sing high. I can't really sing and play a lot of those songs. You know, singing and playing is completely different. I don't really practice a lot of them. And some of them, too, I'm usually, like, coming in harmonizing, or I'm, like, coming in for the chorus. You know, I just,
Right.
like, I fucked up Damn It the other day at the music festival here in Owensville. So, you know, like, I get jumbled. Casey kicked ass. Casey was singing high. He sang Clarity, like, you know, singing our originals. Dan basically tried like 3 songs, and we kind of just, you know, he just couldn't do it. But we recovered. We made it through the set, and it was an awesome time. Fireworks both night. Shout out to Matt at Bear Bottom. He is the freaking man. He's always got a, you know, even keel, positive attitude. Just good old guy. Oh yeah, first night. Casey's like, I need a cowbell. He's like, dang it, where's my cow? I left my cowbell. Matt, he's just like right there above me in his little, like, you know, DJ booth, and he's like, just holds up a cowbell.
What?
I'm like, you're the man.
You just had a cowbell up
Yeah,
there?
Matt he's there
He's
for
like-
you. He's got it. Oh my gosh, yeah. He had a stick too. He's like, you need this? Gave it to Casey, saved the day. But it was a good time. Shout out to Banger, Shannon Bangaman, the redhead, Missa Hollinsworth, my girl. They were there. They were there with the Hollanders. They camped out there. Steve and Debbie, shout out to them. Love you guys. It's really cool when like they camped out there. So like somebody comes that far just to come see us and support us.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did I tell you this? I saw the Morts.
Mm-hmm.
It was second night on Sunday. I'm sitting there. We're just kind of standing by the stage area, just waiting to get started. I kind of look and I see this lady. She kind of looks over at me with glasses, and I'm like, I know her. We both do the kind of like lean over and like, huh.
I've seen her before.
And I'm like, oh, hey, it's Carolyn. You know, I point at her and I go over there. Her sister's there, Cheryl. I'm like, hey. I start talking to him, and all of a sudden I turn around. Taylor's there. I'm like, what's up? Give Taylor a hug. It was just, Jimmy was there too, bought us some drinks. Just a good time. I love the Morts. They're always so like, I don't know, like bubbly. I don't know how to describe it. They always got like a smile to kind of laugh it
Yeah.
off, you know? Like, I just love seeing them. So
Yeah.
it was a good time they were there. I just wish I could have hung out with people more and, you know, got to socialize a little more. But overall great weekend.
Mm.
Fucking Casey's the man is all I really have to say about it. Because, I mean, I was sick like last week. I was kind of coming out of it, but you know, you don't get a lot of time. Like you're dehydrated. It's hard, dude. It's hard to sing 4 hours. Like I don't know how Dan does it on the regular. But again, Casey's the man. Killed it.
Yeah,
Got
with
a
no
l-
practice either, really.
No
That's
practice, dude. No practice. And we even had this guy. He came up to me both nights, and he got a lot of really nice, like genuine compliments again. And again, sound guy. Oh, forgot about Phil. Phil, the fucking sound guy, saved our ass. He was running sound the whole time, like you should. You know, like most people don't actually do that. So I appreciated that. But he was just, you know, he was paying attention. He was interactive. He, you know, I fucking broke a bass string.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was sitting there just going ham, just bam. Dan broke a string. Oh, my wireless went out. You know, like we went through the ringer this weekend. We pulled out through. So I'm just really happy everybody was there.
You should, yeah, always pulling out.
Always pulling out. But that's all I really got down this. Do you want? What time is it?
I'm not sure. Oh,
We're only 16 minutes in. So do you want to do the shameless plug or what?
yeah, go ahead. I guess you
Let's
can.
Let's do this. Let me see if I can pull it up. So
I don't. Can you pull it up on?
yeah, turn that a little bit. Oh yeah, you can on.
I didn't know if they had an actual website or what. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
A web, like a browser. Like
Oh, do they anymore?
I don't know. You have to type it in.
Well, because you're just on Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm. So far,
Oh, maybe there's not, dude.
right there.
I don't know. I haven't really been on a
I haven't either.
desktop and gone on Instagram in a while.
Yeah, me neither. I actually never have. I didn't even know it was a thing, to be honest with you.
Oh, you didn't know? Well, I think you might be right. Where it's like,
Well, it said create a new account or log in. I seen that, so we'll see. I guess if not, I can pull it up on my phone.
huh?
Log in.
It's,
I don't know though.
I don't know what's doing. Well, basically, I mean, do you
Right,
want to tell them?
right.
It's
Yeah,
we've
I
been
mean,
talking about it. Like, you know, I'm gonna start filming Chad doing hunting. He's gonna start like an outdoor channel. Just his perspective on the hunt and, you know, what he does, what gear he uses. Just basically tell the story, but
Yeah,
it's
so,
becoming a reality, and I'm excited.
I mean, I guess if you've followed along or listened to any of the previous episodes, I did mention that I was going to go out on my own. I was with part of MTH, More Than Hunting Outdoors, and great guys. It's just that I still want to film my hunts or try to film my hunts, but I don't want to have the pressure to get everything on film or I guess I want freedom in what I post, mainly is what it comes down to. And I just want my views and
You want
technique, and I want my
you want your
experience.
perspective
I
and
want,
your
I want it to
story.
be my experience because that's ultimately what it is. But I want to share that and kind of just use it as a platform to pass on the outdoors and hunting and the conservation side of it and just everything like that. And yeah, so this is it. It was going to be Calloused Hands Outdoors, but I wanted something a little, I guess, catchier. Calloused Hands fits, but at the same time, it's not. I think that puts me in a box. And I mean, obviously, I'm already in a large box, but I wanted something that I didn't want it to feel like if you weren't like a hillbilly, like, you know, or that you didn't have to be a redneck or somebody that works with their hands every day or anything like that. Like, so I went with Rut Reaper Outdoors. Had this logo made. It's got the little Grim Reaper in between there. And at first I didn't even, yeah, at first I was like, man, I don't even know if I like this, to be honest with you. But the more I said it, it's grown on me.
I like it.
Yeah, so my brother thought that the silhouette of the deer and the guy was me. It's not. It's something that I made up with another logo, and I had it.
I thought it was
on
you.
this one. No, and then obviously I went with the outline in the state of Missouri.
I do.
I have the tattoo of the outline of the state of Missouri, and I just like that because that's primarily where I hunt. So, and then the rut reaper thing was just like, the rut is ultimately probably my favorite time of the year, and it's not just because that's when the deer are on their feet and that's when they're most active. It's just like it's a great time. For me, it's a great time to be in the woods. Like it's starting to get like those cold snaps they last longer. They're more into the day. Like the weather's starting to really change. Most of the leaves have fallen off the trees, and if they haven't, there's still those those nice colors.
Acorns are dropping.
Yeah, actually that'll happen here pretty soon, but
It's happening.
So yeah, I just went with that. And obviously if you know anything about hunting, the rut is primarily the best time that you have to catch a mature buck making a mistake. So always trying to capitalize on that time of year if I haven't filled a tag.
Do you want to explain what the rut is?
Yeah, so I'll make it quick because I don't have a whole lot of time left. But the rut is when the does, the female deer, come into estrus, which that means they're ready to breed. Some people say it's based off the moon phases, like it's how the moon hits their eyes.
That's so romantic.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't know what it is. I think it's on a cycle, to be honest. I mean, because it's always relatively close to the same time of the year. You have your first rut, which is the main one, and then that's usually, I'm gonna say like the 28th of October, anywhere from like I'll back that up a little bit. Because I've seen it as early as like the 23rd. So the 23rd of October until like the 15th to 20th of November.
Yeah.
So you get a couple weeks, but it's like you have your post rut or pre rut, and that's kind of where maybe one doe came in, and that's usually when your young bucks are going to be real stupid. Like you're going to see them, like 3 of them chasing around this one doe or just kind of bumping her, and then give that about a week, 2 weeks, and then like the more mature does will come in. That's the younger does as well in that pre-rut phase. And then those mature does, when they come in, that's when you're going to catch your bigger bucks, or at least in my experience and what I've seen. And it's not like I have a bunch of big deer on the wall. It's just, but I've seen big deer, and
yeah,
to me, that's when I see them slipping up the most. That's when they're daylight and they're coming out in the middle of the day when you've never seen them even close to sunrise or during, with the sun being up. So that's really when I haven't done it. I don't know that I've ever done it, to be honest with you, but that's when I try to stay in the stand as long as I can. And if that means all day, I'm usually okay with that.
Same.
So yeah, this deer I shot on November 4th. So I hit that I got him
2 years ago?
2019. So he came in bumping a little doe, like a 2-year-old, if that doe. And he was so focused on her, he ran into the barbed wire fence when she jumped over it. He bounced back off the fence, and he came up over the top of the fence. And when he hopped the fence, I don't even know how he cleared it. That deer was I'm not kidding, probably pushed every bit of 300 pounds on hoof. Like that is the biggest deer I've ever seen, body-wise, on the hoof. So he bounced off the fence, jumped back over. And when he jumped back over, he landed seriously at the base of the tree I was in. And I was like, holy shit.
Like, holy.
I looked down and I just knew he was big. I had no idea he was this big. I drew back and my peep sight didn't rotate, so I had no peep sight, and I went to let down, and when I went to let down, he looked straight up at me. And I was like, okay, well, it's now or never. So I filled my sight housing just full of brown, and I touched my release off, and I hit him high shoulder right here. But with the angle basically straight down, I just took his heart out. The arrow didn't come out because I blew through the top of his shoulder. The bone slowed it down a lot, but I dug into that heart. You could see where the blades, when I field dressed him, the heart came out, and you could see where the broadhead had just kind of caught it. And from him running, just kept digging in there. And I heard him crash. So that happened right before dark. I shot him probably 20, 30 minutes before dark.
Ooh.
Called my wife, called my brother, got down, called Ben Jet, and I walked out. Alex picked me up, and he's like, how big was he? And I'm like, I don't know, man, like 130. I'm like, he's a good buck. I'm on a management hunt. It's an extra tag. So I'm like, I'm filling it on anything over 130. So waited like 4 hours to find this dude. like I got drunk at camp, but my stepdad was down here in Owensville and we
Yeah.
were up in Callaway County. So I wanted him to be there because he's the one that got me into hunting. He's the one that introduced me and everything. And waited like 4 hours on him. Finally went out at like 10 or 10:30 that night and got him. And I knew he was dead. I heard him crash. So I knew, but it was going to be a matter of finding blood.
Yeah.
And there was one pin drop sized like spot of blood right where I shot him from I guess right when the arrow opened him up, it just pushed out. No blood. Found my arrow though, half my arrow with the Luminox still in it, and I could see bubbles, dried bubbles in it, and I'm like, I know he's dead. And I was getting ready to call a dog, and I hear my stepdad. He's like, Chad, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, you killed a fucking monster, and I just took off running, and I got down there, and I was like, oh my god, like, so that's
Oh my god.
it's a mainframe 8-pointer, and he went 153.5 inches. Like, I'm not saying it's the biggest 8-pointer. It's the biggest 8-pointer I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean,
And honestly, it's really just a 7-pointer. I got 1 1/8 out of that little bitty point right there on that main beam. But he had a 29 and 7/8 main beam on one side, a 28 and 5/8 main beam on the other. So almost 30-inch main beams.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was like 14 inches. The eye guards were 9 inches, almost 10. Yeah, and this counts for nothing, but that gap between the brow tines, I've never seen that.
Dude, I haven't.
I found a tree while we were scouting that was probably 10 to 12 inches around. It had to have been him that made the rub. I just don't see another deer doing that.
No, look how wide. Look how
21
wide.
and 1/8 wide.
I mean, like you got big hands, you know. Look at how wide that is.
Yeah, he was 21 and 1/8 inches wide.
Look at all you guys just shitty.
Yeah, so I made this post, like, that's my uncle on the far end right here. That's my uncle Curly, Craig, and then my brother,
Craig.
my stepdad Danny, my stepbrother Daniel. But yeah, so the only one that wasn't there was my stepsister. She just wasn't there. She had went home that week. But
Missed it.
and that's what the post says. The memories are always worth more than the harvest. And for me, this deer didn't really matter. It was just everybody was so.
It's a good time.
That wasn't my deer. That was our deer.
Our deer,
and I mean that when I say it, like,
Yeah.
because we.
Well, it's a
hunted hard,
process.
man. We hunted hard, and I hung a lot of stands and helped them, and they helped me, and it just was a team effort, really. And I'm the one that shot it. I was just the one that was lucky enough to sit in the stand that night. And I woke up late. I took a nap and woke up late, and nobody was going there, and it was closest to camp, so that's where I went. But yeah, that was our deer. I paid for the mount. Nobody else paid. Thanks, guys. No, I'm just kidding. But
Nobody
no,
pitched it. No.
Like, yeah, I mean, I won't lie to you. I cried when I found this thing. Like, it was just emotional for me. Like, they were there, but more importantly, like, my stepdad was there. And like I said, he got me into hunting. And
Yeah, it's
like,
cool.
I've said several times, hunting's just a big deal for me. And this deer meant a lot. Like, it's my first deer over 150. It's my first big buck. I've shot some decent deer, but this was by far the biggest. And I went in 2020, I killed another one that was kind of, he was probably 4.5-year-old. And he was a good deer too, but this one just, I don't know. There probably won't, it could be 200 inches and it probably won't top that deer.
Yeah, I get what
To
you're
me.
saying. It's dope.
So,
I love
but
it.
yeah, so that's just part of it. Like, the page, I'll make a YouTube as soon as we start getting some stuff filmed, and
Yeah, we're gonna do like a channel and just kind of like basically what Chad said, just kind of explain
yeah,
why and what and
Yeah.
who, his side of it.
do what I just did right there with that deer and just kind of break it down. And that could be one thing that we do too. I mean, I have the pictures of deer from the past I'm sure everybody that hunts does, but I remember exactly what happened to every one of those hunts, and that's why I get the mounts. It's not about showing it off. I mean, that's just part of it. And
Yeah, it's a
memory thing.
Yeah.
Like, that mount means that story is embedded into that mount. So anytime I see it, I remember the emotion and what took place. So yeah, it might be slow. I'm trying to make a post today, and it might be slow starting out. But the best thing you can do if you want to support me is just share it or like it, comment. I'll answer any questions you have. Don't be afraid to ask, send a message, but I'd like you more than a message, just comment on the picture if you're seeing it, and I'll reply to it there. And because your question may be the same as someone else's, and that way, maybe they're nervous to ask it. So maybe you asking it and me answering it, and even I'll give you my opinion my opinion is not 100% the way. It may not even be right. It's just what I do, and that's what works for me. So if you can take that and manufacture it into your own thing and it works for you, that's perfect.
Just tell the story, baby.
That's what I've done over time. So,
but yeah, follow Rut Reaper Outdoors. We're gonna cut out of here.
but yeah,
we're excited. It's happened. We got a couple weeks. Let's do the damn thing.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, guys.
Thanks. See ya.